Croeso. Welcome to this short learning resource. Today I will be talking about the very basics of drugs. What is a drug? What types of drugs exist? And how do they affect people? This is a very basic overview, but we also provide in-depth training around supporting people using drugs, as well as providing support for those using and for their loved ones. Let's start at the beginning with what is a drug. Most people hear the word drug and think of cannabis, heroin or ecstasy, and yes, they are drugs, but the term covers a lot more than you may think. A drug, put simply, is any substance that changes the way we think, the way we feel, or the way we behave. Now take a moment to think about that moment when your morning alarm goes off and you need to get up for the day. Now think about how you feel once you're halfway through your mug of coffee, because yes, caffeine is a drug. So while we talk about drugs, we often are considering the substances people may have accessed illegally, but let's not forget that people can misuse legal substances like nicotine, alcohol, and prescribed medication as well. Drugs or substances are put into broad categories, which tells us a little bit about how they work and what effects people can expect to experience, although there's still a lot of variation within each category. So the four main categories are opiates, stimulants, hallucinogens, and depressants. Opiates are naturally occurring from the poppy plant, so things like heroin and opium. And opioids are synthetic or man-made drugs that provide an opiate-like effect, so things like fentanyl and methadone. Both opiates and opioids are used for their pain-killing effects, and they can both ease not only physical pain, but emotional pain as well. People using opiates and opioids often report feeling an all-round numb, euphoric sensation. Stimulants, also referred to as uppers, provide the user with an increase in energy and euphoria. But the hangover or the come down can be severe and leave a person feeling really low. Examples of stimulants include amphetamine, cocaine, and nicotine. This is why it's not advised to smoke cigarettes shortly before bed, as it may affect your sleep. Hallucinogens are the category of drugs known for providing the user with an experience that can alter their perception of reality. LSD and magic mushrooms are two that most people have heard of, but also in this category are ketamine, dimethyltryptamine, also known as DMT, and cannabis. Some hallucinogens are being researched for potential medicinal use, as they have effects on the brain that could prove positive in the treatment of some ailments. Depressants have a relaxing effect on the body. They slow everything down and can reduce anxiety and inhibitions. Alcohol is a depressant, and this is why people may feel more likely to get up on the dance floor after a drink, but may feel less coordinated. Other common depressants include Xanax, diazepam, and pregabalin. We've looked at the four main categories, but there is another general grouping of substances, which are called novel psychoactive substances. Many novel psychoactive substances were created to mimic the effect of existing illegal drugs, but that's certainly not the case for all of them. Many have some form of history behind them. Some were previous medicines, others were failed medicines. Some novel psychoactive substances are natural and come in plant form. Others have been produced by psychonauts such as Alexander Shulgin, and only recently have been started to be used recreationally. For more information, you can go to our training page on our website at www.barod.cymru, where we have a selection of free e-learning courses as well as helpful resources there for you to view. And if you are looking for support for either yourself or a loved one, you can call your local Barod office or get hold of us via the live chat function on the website. For now, thanks for watching.